See, when it comes to fall and winter time, just like many of you out there, I myself love my chypres, fougères, my spicy, dark fragrances, my tobaccos, my gourmands, my amber fragrances. I love all those particular styles and genres. However, it is nice once in a while to kind of break things up in the weekly rotation and gravitate towards something a little bit more on the fresh side. I have for you today 7 fresh fragrances. The difference between this video and the videos that I've done in this particular style when we're talking about fresh fragrances is this year they are going to be seasonal appropriate that are fresh, but they fit in the fall and winter time. Guys, this list, just like all the rest that I do, this list is fire, baby. Stay tuned. The list comes up next. Let's go. Dave here. Thank you for tuning in to another video. And hey, if you enjoy fragrance and grooming content, I invite you to subscribe to the channel. For those of you returning, you already know I appreciate you, baby. Thanks for coming back. Everybody throw me up a like. That is going to help with my visibility across this platform. Comment down below. Do you like grabbing a fresh fragrance in the cooler, colder months to kind of break things up a little bit? Or do you just wear fresh fragrances all year long? We know there's no rules in fragrances, guys. This is just something that I like doing because I am seasonal with my fragrances. So, but once in a while, I get a craving for something a little bit more fresh on the fresh side. And like I said, it's nice to revisit some of these. Don't forget to share the video out to somebody else that could find me entertaining, my videos useful, knowledgeable, all the good stuff. With all that said and out of the way, let's get into what you came here for. The fragrances. Fresh fragrances for fall, like this one right here. Frank Los Angeles #1. You don't hear a darn thing. You don't hear a darn thing about this fragrance. But let me tell you what, this is really great. If you love fresh fragrances with zesty citruses and you like spices in combination with some aromatic green herbaceous nuances, maybe teetering between a fougere and a chypre, because this one does contain a prominent note of lavender that does go a bit soapy. You are going to absolutely love this stuff. You have a bit of modern components fused with a bit of traditional chypre, fougere qualities that are infused within this fragrance. It is a lovely fragrance experience. It was my scent of the day. I was smelling great all day. You want to know why? Because here we have lime, bergamot, tomato leaf, juniper berries, juniper, cardamom, pink pepper, clove, violet, Irish geranium, lavender, clary sage, licorice, labdanum, atlas, cedarwood, costus, moss, and leather. So as you can see, many, many characteristics between fougere and chypre, and it does fall somewhere between there. Again, very green, herbaceous, spicy qualities with zesty citrus, that soapy lavender, dark green moss. So in the spring and summertime, if you're familiar with chypres, you're familiar with fougères, sometimes we want to gravitate towards something bright and green. This, I would say, is a little bit more on the dark green side because the mossy, earthy tones come off to me in a dark green color, maybe like a hunter green. And then you have a beautiful, soft leather accord that comes in as well. This stuff is phenomenal. Very, very versatile. You could dress this one up. You could dress this one down. And the same will be the case for the rest of the list. Very versatile fragrances here. Just like Frank of Los Angeles #1. This one gets me about 6 hours of complete longevity. It's not a beastly fragrance, just a very great scent. And again, fresh for fall. Perfect for this list, guys. Frank Los Angeles #1. Moving to a designer. Yes, we're going to mix it up. Indie niche, designer, niche. I've got it all here. This one from the design house of Narciso Rodriguez. This is Bleu Noir Parfum. I absolutely love the leather accords in combination with that powdery iris. There's a bit of this ozonic quality. They don't credit violet leaf here, but I swear to God I get violet leaf here. This kind of cold, crisp winter air flows through the fragrance. That's the impression that it gives me, along with that cardamom, the citruses, bergamot, mandarin orange. You have a bit of cypress here for this green, aromatic nuance. The iris, as I mentioned, musk for sure, suede, tonka, blue atlas cedar, leather and vetiver. Crisp woodiness. You definitely have that musky, the musky tone here. The tonka bean for sure, adding just a light, musky, powdery, kind of almost gourmand-esque. You know, think of vanilla. It kind of gives off a vanillic nuance, if you will. Stuff is freaking phenomenal. You could dress it up, dress it down. Really great iris leather combo with some aromatics in the floral tones. Cold smelling, crisp, very great, gentlemanly. Guys, this stuff is awesome. Lasts all day. It's not a beast, but it lasts all day. I get about 9 hours out of this stuff. Perfect for the office. Great for dates. And yeah, it's just an all-around great fragrance. Had to be on this list. I love this one for fall and winter. This again from Narciso Rodriguez. Bleu Noir. Parfum. This one here is going to be the freshest out of the bunch here from Polo. This one is 67 Eau de Toilette. Fantastic release. The brand did send this to me, and I was completely surprised. My expectations were low, and I was blown away. Because, look, designer brands, they do a lot of flankers. They don't really give us anything too crazy interesting. And with this one, although it's an easy scent to wear and to appreciate and understand, extremely wearable, high compliment factor, I just feel like it's a little bit different than what we're accustomed to, and it stands out a bit more than the rest. Now, I know some of my audience out there, you guys are between the ages of 18 and 25. This is perfect for you, for that age range. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm almost 40 years old. I wear this stuff too because it's great for the office. And I love that fruity, fresh, woody. The contrast of those three elements are really, really great. So with this one here, we have bergamot, pineapple, vetiver. They don't list a whole lot of notes, you know, as designers really don't anymore. But I do get this fruity black currant feel. It's a little bit more thick and dense instead of airy citrus. So for that, I would say black currant is in here. Now, I'm not sure. I didn't make the stuff, so I don't know for sure. It's just an assumption. A great fragrance. This could definitely be somebody's signature scent. It's just an easy wear. You can wear it in the office, dressed up, dressed down, doesn't matter. And yeah, I just think it's a really, really great fragrance. Again, something nice and fresh to kind of break up the thick, dense, heavy profiles that maybe we gravitate towards in the fall and winter time. Guys, check it out from Ralph Lauren. This is Polo 67. Decent performer too. Get about 6-7 hours of this. Not a beast, but does the job. Definitely gets attention. Compliments, guys. Polo 67 Eau de Toilette. Boy, was I disappointed and damn near brokenhearted when Giorgio Armani discontinued Profumo, but they gave us Giorgio Armani Acqua di Parfum, and I think this is really great. I really do. Alberto Morillas did a great job. He took the incense quality and tamed it quite a bit, amped up the patchouli, giving us this beautiful earthy quality. We have clary sage and rosemary here, along with, you know, the marine accord that Acqua di Gio is known for, the original. With this one here, it takes it into a bit more of a dark, you know, marine direction, and I really love that. It works great in this weather, the fall, the colder winter months. It shines and excels. This is a great, once again, another easy to wear. I think this is a signature scent for many men, and I can see why. It's an enjoyable, extremely versatile, wearable scent. A little bit more interesting and complex than the Polo that I just talked about. You know, I don't think everybody's going to love this one, but I do. And I know many of you out there love it. Get your nose on this. It's great for compliments, great for the office, date nights, formal scenarios and situations. All around a great, fantastic fragrance. Awesome performance on this, solid 8 hours. And yeah, guys, if you haven't gotten your nose on this one, you were looking at, you know, Profumo, you heard about Profumo. It's fetching a pretty penny out there. I did look on some websites, $200+. Nah, skip it. It's not worth it. I own this and Profumo. You're fine with this. Trust me when I tell you. I had 2 bottles of that. I know Profumo very, very well. And I would tell you to go after it if it wasn't so damn expensive. But we have this. It's really great. This one again, Acqua di Gio Parfum from Giorgio Armani. The next fragrance, once again going to a designer house. This one from Christian Dior. This is Bois d'Argent. This is part of the Dior Privé collection, which is easily one of my favorite designer fragrances of all time. Cypress, iris, a hint of musk, and a touch of vanilla. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful fragrance. Can't forget about the crisp woodiness. Bois d'Argent just translates into silver woods. Get a little bit of a metallic feel, nothing too crazy, but mainly just this iris vanilla musk combo, throwing a little bit of aromatic cypress and some woods. Beautiful, beautiful creation here. Absolutely fantastic. Can be worn by both man and a woman. I've worn close to half of this bottle. Once this is gone, I'm going to get a big bottle of this stuff because I absolutely love this scent. Dior does iris fragrances very well. This is definitely a departure from, the Homme series with Dior Homme Original, the Intense, and the Parfum. This smells nothing like those fragrances. Completely different fragrance. And I wanted to touch on that because I know some of you out there are like, yeah, it does. And the names are different. But both have iris. So I should say all four of them have iris. But this one is completely different, and I do like this one a little bit more than Dior Homme Original and Dior Homme Parfum. The Intense is my baby. But this one here, freaking fantastic. And this, out of the Dior Homme series and this is better for the fall and winter time. I know many of you are going to argue and say, no way, Dior Homme Parfum. Yeah, but Dior Homme Parfum really doesn't strike me as an office fragrance, and this you could wear in more occasions than that fragrance, making it more versatile, and that's ultimately why it's on the list. Plus, I just prefer this fragrance. Great, great stuff here. Very professional, very elegant. One you have to try if you haven't tried it. It's just one of the best fragrances I've put my nose on from the designer space. And again, this is from Christian Dior in the Privé line, Bois d'Argent. Moving to an indie niche brand of Fzotic. This one here is called Vetiverissimo. Vetiverissimo. So this one is warm, spicy, resinous take on vetiver. The vetiver here is green, it's fresh, it's grassy, it's a little dry as you would expect from a vetiver scent. But this just takes vetiver to a whole nother level. Dimension, complexity, warm, inviting, very enveloping. It's quite the experience on skin. You get so many different facets and nuances, which is why I just ripped through that description there, because all of which I said is true, and you could really experience that on skin. And yeah, it's just one of my favorite vetivers right now, along with Boca Zélin from Boca. These two fragrances are right now at the top of my list in terms of vetiver scents. I love vetiver, and again, this is just a perfectly executed take on vetiver and giving us something different and unique, and for that, I absolutely love it. Performance is great. It's an 8-9 hour fragrance, lasts all day, no problem, and definitely going to get you noticed. You can expect attention from people that you work with, family members, things like that. If you wear it out and about, going around town casually, yes, people will stop you and ask you what you're wearing. It's that type of attention-grabbing scent because it's not common. It's not one of those common, predictable smells that people would smell out in the air. So for that, you definitely will get noticed. And guys, if you haven't tried this one from Bruno Fazzolari, this is his brand here, Fzotic, and this is called Vetiverissimo. A fantastic vetiver fragrance for you to try. The last fragrance here is a Khalees Becker creation. This is Indigo Smoke from Arquiste. One of the best tea fragrances that I ever put my nose on. It's fruity, it's lightly smoky, it's an herbal tea, it's meditative, and my God, it's beautiful. My God, it's beautiful. What a blend this is. Tart citruses, zesty citruses. You have bergamot, mandarin orange oil, lapsang souchong accord, vetiver, apricot accord, cassia oil, carrot seeds. Gaiac wood, mate tea absolute, cedar leaf oil, pine tar, and incense. Don't let the pine tar and incense fool you. It's not an overly smoky fragrance. You get a nice smoky quality in there, along with that fruity, zesty, citric tea blend that the tea here, again, is very herbal. This is another one that's just aromatic and herbal and so beautiful for the fall in the wintertime. Any time you want something warm, cozy, inviting, meditative, that's what this is right here. That's the kind of tea experience that I get with this fragrance. If you are a fan of tea scents, you like your tea scents on the fruitier side of things, the sweeter side of things, try this one out. It is such a beautiful fragrance. I cannot say enough great things about this one here. But if there was one negative thing that I could say about this fragrance, is I wish that it projected a little bit further. This I get all day. I get about 9 hours on my skin. It sits relatively close to my skin for the entire life of that wearing. But for the fragrance experience, talking about scent alone, oh my God, man. I don't know if it gets any better than this, guys. Indigo Smoke from Arquiste. All right, guys, there you have it. That's my list. Quick, simple, straightforward, and to the point. Something I don't do very often. Haha, but hey, there we have it, right? All right, guys, 2 quick favors before I get out of here that I need from you. Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. I'll see you very soon in the next episode, guys. I love you. Peace.